Our guest today plays quarterback for the SMU Mustangs. Nick Saban called him the most underrated player in college football. Thankful for his time today. Please welcome Kevin Jennings. Kevin, thank you so much for coming on, man.
No problem. I appreciate you for having me on, for sure. Big fan, man. Yeah, and did a couple videos on TikTok and all of that, so yeah, big fan.
I appreciate that. And I got to say, bro, you got a super solid name. It doesn't sound like a football name, you know?
King and J-
I mean, you think about football names like,
Something like hard or something like that. I really never got that before. I don't know. I don't know too many Kevins in football. I agree with you, but
I mean, I think about like Colt McCoy, football name. CeeDee Lamb, football name.
that's a crazy one right there. Colt McCoy, it just flows all the way around. I don't know, but Kevin Jennings, I don't know.
You know, obviously, you kind of set the college football world on fire last year, taking SMU to the top. But going way back, what were you like as a kid? Were you a troublemaker, quiet kid? You know, talk to me about that.
Never really a troublemaker. I think everybody would say I'm a quiet kid growing up and things like that. But I mean, when it comes down to it, if I need to talk, I'll be there to talk, like on the field and all that type of stuff. But outside of that, I was just quiet, goofy guy, really. Didn't really get into much trouble or nothing like that. So yeah,
Of that. When did you start playing football?
I started at 8 years old. Yeah, started at 8 years old. Started playing quarterback at 8. That was my first year. Played quarterback, played defensive end, and all of that. So yeah.
So that was what, third grade, second grade?
Man, I think that was like second grade. Yeah.
Second grade. I played one season in third grade, and then I retired, bro. That was it.
Nah, it's nothing. Yeah.
I should have been a wideout, but they had me a middle linebacker. I'm
That's
not a
all of
middle
you.
linebacker.
That's all of you know.
I mean, I'm like 6 foot on the dot now, but in third grade, I was probably 4'11". I don't know, honestly. I got nice hands though. What was your go-to snack growing up? Post football, long practice.
It's a good one. As a kid, I probably just say I'm a big chip guy. So like any type of chip, hot chips, all that type of stuff. So that's probably my go-to. Yeah, and it still is right now, honestly. Bag of chips, my go-to.
Do you have candy on the sidelines or no?
We got gushers. We got a pack of gushers on the sideline. You know, every time we come to that sideline, the gushers right there.
Dude, you know
So,
how I would do. I'm
but
biting it open and then putting a little sticky part on
yeah,
the glove and catch it better.
yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites now, though. The gushers for sure.
When your parents would come to games growing up, were they kind of the loud in the stands parents, or were they quiet, chill, just letting you do your thing?
Okay, so my parents, they weren't the loud ones, but like if my aunt or my cousin would come to the game, like I'll hear them from like all the way on the field, like they'll just be yelling their lungs out. So, and it's still like that today. Like I'll be I'll be in the game and like I'll spot my aunt just going crazy on in the stands and stuff like that. But yeah.
Have you seen that Frank Gore Jr. clip? He's like, Auntie
Oh
Chill,
yeah, yeah.
Auntie Chill. That's kind of what you're
That's
doing, huh?
basically what it is for right now.
And I don't think a lot of people know this, but your uncle is Corey Coleman. He won the Biletnikoff at Baylor, drafted 15th overall in 2016. What impact did he have on you seeing him make it all the way?
Yeah, he played a big impact in my life. You know, just knowing it's a way, like knowing it's a way that I can make it to that level and play at a high level and things like that. You know, at an early age, he had me, you know, throwing with NFL guys, college guys, and you know, kind of just helped me out throughout the way and build my confidence a little bit to see that I can, you know, throw with these guys and things like that. So, you know, he helped me out along like a really lot.
And does he have a brother named Corinthian, or am I making that up?
No, so that's actually that's my cousin, Corinthian Coleman. Yeah, they're not really related, but saying it, yeah. So like,
Yeah, dude, he has the toughest. Corinthian Coleman might be the most solid name I've ever heard.
solid name for sure, Corinthian Coleman. Yeah, it's my dog for real.
And in high school, a lot of reports that you were given the nickname the Silent Assassin. Why was that? Is it because you're quiet?
Yeah, that's like what you asked earlier. Like, was I a quiet guy growing up and stuff like that? Yeah, I was pretty quiet, but like when it comes to football and I'm on the field, you know, you couldn't tell how I was off the field. So yeah.
Being in Texas, how serious is high school football in Texas?
Yeah, I get that question a lot for just being around. You know, I think it's probably one of the states that you just go to and like everybody is like so football minded. Like, you know, you got towns, little towns here, but it's like all football. Everything is football. Like people sleep, eat, dream football, like all the way around. And you come to a Texas high school football game, you'll see it's way different than any other states. So it's really big time down here.
And Dennis Rodman went to your high school. Did he ever visit? Did he ever pop out?
Yeah, so that's a crazy thing. I didn't really know that, like going there, but like I just found out not too long ago. But yeah, he really never visited, nothing like that. So yeah,
That's got to be a crazy, notable alumni. They just pull up, it's Dennis Rodman.
yeah, that's a crazy one right there.
He's got like the worm hair. He went to like North Korea or something.
Yeah, he was a beast though. He was a beast.
What was your funniest memory in high school outside of football?
Man, funniest memory. Probably just the locker room, honestly. Bubba. But I played with Bubba in high school. He was a crazy guy, silly guy. So just anytime in the locker room with those guys was always a crazy moment, honestly.
Did you have any teachers from high school that you look back and you think like, damn, they were kind of fine, you know?
Man, I ain't never really looked back at it like that. So nah, not really.
No, yeah, it's you never know.
That's how you feeling? You look back, you like.
So and it was never the English teachers. I'll tell you that. It was always like the science teachers.
That's what it is.
Yeah, when you were in school and you had like the different colored notebooks, what color was for math? You know what I'm saying?
Math. I think math just go with red. Like honestly, I think when I see math, I just look at a red, big old red notebook. Why you shaking your head? What you think?
Math is clearly blue, bro. Math blue, science green. I think English maybe yellow.
When I look at math, I see red. Science like a purplish. I don't know. I don't know why it's something like that, but that's what.
I don't know, bro. I respect the red. I don't think it could be. It's blue or red easily.
Blue or red, yeah, I see that.
What was your best subject in high school? I was always good at history.
See, growing up, I was like, I loved math, but like, right now, I don't know where it went. I don't know where everything went. So, it was definitely math growing up, but as of right now, it's definitely not math.
Dude, I don't think I could do like a square root, and I don't even know what a square root is. Like a number divided by itself. I look at some like the quick maths, those worksheets. I don't even know. Like I don't remember how to divide, and that sounds bad.
It's all confusing now. I don't know. Growing up, it was pretty easy. But now,
so you were born and raised in Dallas. You commit to play at SMU in Dallas. What does it mean to represent the city that raised you?
It honestly means a lot. Just like you said, being born and raised from here and being able to play at SMU, which is in Dallas, it's definitely a blessing because at one point in time, I was going to Missouri State. I was committed to Missouri State, and it was definitely a blessing for SMU to reach out and for me to commit there. And honestly, right now, I just got the whole city behind me. And, when you do good things in Dallas, you see what happens with the people around you.
Yeah, so you didn't get offers until late in your senior season, right?
Like the fourth round of my senior year. And
did that, mentally, what does that do to you? Because I'm sure a lot of your teammates are getting offers, and you're taking this team deep in the playoffs. Like, what does that do to you mentally, and how did you bounce back and say, I'm going to prove myself?
Honestly, I knew I could play at a higher level, but I was just blessed to have the opportunity. Missouri State was a D1 school. Coach Petrino was there and all of that. So I was honestly just blessed to be able to be a part of the team. And then just looking back at it, it's like, dang, like nobody really offered me. And now I'm at this point that I'm at right now. So yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Talk to me about this past season. You guys went 11-3. You were as high as number 8 in the AP poll. You go to the college football playoffs. Wrap this whole season up for me.
Yeah, it was honestly a crazy season because, coming into the ACC, I'm not exact sure of the stat, but it's like no team had ever have a positive record their first year going to a new conference, like a Power 4 conference, something like that. So, coming in, nobody really had hopes for us and what we can do. We came in, played Nevada. It was a tight game, so it was like we don't know what this team is capable of. But as we go farther through the season, we showcase what we can do and put the whole world on shock and let's put SMU on the map. That's what we're trying to do next year again.
Yeah. So, what are your expectations for next year?
Yeah, definitely. Our our goal is always to win, the ACC championship, go to the Natty, win the Natty, and all of that. So, the sky's the limit. So that's what we're gonna reach for sure.
Pony's on top.
Now for real.
You guys have a live mascot, right? You have a real pony or a horse?
Yeah, we do. And it's like every time we score, they run across the field with it, with the flags and all of that. So yeah, it's pretty lit.
You think they would let you ride it?
I doubt it. One of our players, Brashard Smith, he petted it like after he scored. He just walked up to it and started petting it, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. But
bro, I was just thinking, like, you're the QB. I think they let you ride it if you ask.
You think so?
Yeah, I think you got to incorporate it in the celly at least.
I think it's like a baby, so like I might be a little too heavy right now for it. So
yeah, it's you know what, you gotta reach out to the AD, see what we can make happen.
We'll see what we can do. We're trying to get that going on.
A lot of players have hit the transfer portal when it comes to playing time. You weren't named the starter until your third season at SMU. What kept you committed to SMU and not hitting that portal?
Yeah, honestly, just having the trust in the coaching staff. They had trust in me when I didn't have nothing. So I mean, it's only right to rock and roll with them and just finish out my college career with them. Because last year gave me the opportunity when nobody else did. So I'm just grateful for that. Mustang for life.
Love that. And it paid off. It really does pay off. And I think it's a lesson that a lot of people can learn. And, sometimes it is for the best people transfer. But when you see stories like yours, it's kind of a reminder, like, you committed to that school for a reason.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to stay down and be patient. Everything will work out in God's favors.
If I were playing ball, I'd probably transfer 6 times.
6 times? Every year?
I think, like, when I would play NBA 2K in my career, I would always change teams after a season because I got tired of the jerseys.
Yeah. You still be on 2K? You still be playing?
Yeah, I've been doing franchise. My player, it's just, I'm ass, bro.
It got so hard. Like, after 2K19, everything just got so confusing and crazy.
They changed the defense, and that was so hard to score, bro. Maybe I just suck. I'm good with random player like Desmond Bain. I dropped 60 with him.
Yeah, but like when you make a player, it is kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just started back playing again, so.
I spent like 8K VC. I got this like tribal ring tattooed on my guy. It's just I keep getting like the same band, like boom, 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 boom.
Everyone.
On my non-shooting arms because my guy's tough.
Yeah.
Do you name your dude Kevin Jennings?
So right now I'm actually I haven't played in a minute, so I had to use my brother's account right now. So I just got my brother's name on there. He got like 399 overalls on there, so he's shot hard. So yeah, I'm just using his account right now.
I named my player Kanye Taylor because it sounded cool.
Kanye Taylor?
Yeah, I thought it sounded before my guy was Cash Washington Jr. Because if you have a junior, you're just like automatically tough at sports.
Yeah. So if you used to have a son, like what you name him?
I'm glad you asked this. I'm between Jalen and Quintravion.
No.
Because there's Quintravion Wisner on the Longhorns.
Shout out to Soto.
Yeah. So it's either that or Jay. I think Jalen. Like, if your name's Jalen, you're making the league. It happens. Why is there so many Jalens in every league?
That's true. Every Jalen I know is a so I don't know. That is true.
Nick Saban called you the most underrated player in college football. What does that mean to you? He's the greatest coach of all time, and he's telling everybody about you.
It honestly means a lot. When I first heard about it, I was like low key shocked because I think we had a game like later on that day. Like I think I missed it just before like the show that he was talking on, and I missed it. And then like somebody sent it to me after, and I was like, "Dang, that's crazy!" Like, I didn't know it was real at first. People was telling me. Then somebody sent me the video. I was like, "That's pretty crazy."
Yeah, you're like the Glazing's crazy. Like, chill.
Man,
Chill, Nick.
I was looking. Shout out Nick Saban.
Have you had any group projects in your classes where someone didn't know who you were?
As of this year, as I've been the starter, no. But like past, yeah, definitely, 100%.
Do you think there's anybody on campus that doesn't know who you are? I feel like everybody's pretty tapped in with football right now.
I mean, honestly, SMU is such a small campus, so it's like everybody know everybody, honestly. So I think majority of people know who I am. There's probably some people out there that don't, but yeah, everybody's so tapped in with each other at SMU, so it's pretty cool.
I love telling this story, like when I do the podcast. But I tried walking on to UT as a punter twice, and
Bro,
did not get it either time. One, because I sucked. Two, because we really didn't need another punter. But
oh yeah.
I still got eligibility though if SMU needs me.
Punter, man, we got a punter right now. Shout out Wade. He came from Australia. He's a dog for sure. So.
Dude, all the punters just come from Australia. They just crank them out.
Australia, yeah, they be them rugby kickers. So
We need some more American punters. All these Australians coming in and taking the punting job. That's why I didn't make the damn team, man. So who's your favorite NFL team growing up? You told me that wherever Aaron Rodgers is, obviously the Cowboys, but you know, who's it really?
I'm about to say Cowboys. Just being from Dallas, you know, I would say Packers, but it's only one player that it's more than one player, but it's like a couple of players that I mess with. But I'm about to say Cowboys. Just being from Dallas and being so close by it. Who's your favorite team? Who you got?
I grew up a Patriots fan. My dog is named Brady, but I also like the Chargers. I like their logo for the most part. But the Patriots been ass the past couple of years, but I think they're going to be back.
Yeah, but like favorite player, I got Marcus Mariota and Aaron Rodgers. Those are my top two right there. Yeah.
I like that. Too mobile. Well, Mariota's more mobile than A-Rod. Aaron used to have wheels.
He did. Yeah, he can still extend for you a little bit.
Every time Aaron ran the ball, dude, he'd always get hit and then break his clavicle or something.
Yeah, the chin strap, I don't even know what it's made out of, but
Dude, he had a little jock strap, chin strap. It was like this big, and it was like a Band-Aid.
I don't know how he rock it still, but man, that's crazy.
That's he's getting phased out. He's an old dude, but you gotta get a cooler chin strap. Remember Benny Snell on the Steelers had like a spinner in his mouth guard?
Oh, the mouthpiece? Yeah, the mouthpiece, yeah.
Should bring that back.
Back to Little League days and stuff.
Let's see, what else is on my mind? Do you think the first horse that got ridden was like, what the fuck is going on?
It's a lot of stuff that I just think about, like the first of everything, like how everything, came about and all this. It's a lot of crazy stuff, but I don't know what that horse was thinking. He was probably shook for sure, but it's a lot of crazy stuff that I'd be thinking about. How did this even happen? Yeah.
All right, I have one more, but it was like the first person who saw a chicken lay an egg and it was like, yo, I'm gonna eat that.
Like how did he think to cook it, eat it? Like I don't know.
He's like, that shit's. I know that's gonna be tasting good. There's no way.
like I'm finna just crack the egg open, cook it, and eat it. Like okay.
It's crazy, bro. Would you consider yourself a dog?
Of course.
What type of dog breed do you think you would be?
Like a cane corso, fierce dog, cane corso, tough one.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I can see you as like a Rottweiler,
Rottweiler? Rottweiler's pretty tough too. I'll take that one.
What do you think I would be? Maybe like a yellow lab or something?
What you think? Golden Retriever?
Chihuahua?
Chihuahua.
Dude, Chihuahuas are assholes, dude. They're just
They are
pissed off and everything.
They just be upset all the time.
What's your dream NIL deal, and why is it Bass Pro Shops?
Bass Pro, it's just when I was in high school, I used to rock it as fashion and stuff like that, just to wear it around, like the trucker hats and all of that. And I started taking it on the 707 after the football games and all of that, and it's kind of it's kind of blew up around Dallas a little bit. So tried to reach out to them, really didn't hear no response about it. So
Bass Pro Shops, sign Kevin Jennings, or I'm protesting. I'm not buying nothing there. All right, bro. This next segment is called Do You Know Ball? I'm gonna ask you 3 questions about yourself. You ready?
Let's go.
All right. Question number 1: what is your rating in college football at 25?
87.
88.
88 for real?
Yeah.
I think it go up and if I'm at home it's like an 88, but I'm away it's like 87 or something like that. But yeah.
You know what? I'll count it because
Right.
I respect
Close
that
enough.
answer. Question number 2: how many touchdowns did you throw last season?
23.
Yup. And number 3, you're 2 for 2 so far. What street is South Oak Cliff High School on?
Marcellus.
You know yourself. You know ball. Damn. You have a celebrity crush growing up?
Growing up, can't really say it. I don't think my girl would like it. So like,
You ever watch Fairly Odd Parents?
I have.
You know Vicky? She's like the mean babysitter.
Yeah.
I think that's my celebrity crush.
Vicky, are you serious?
She wore this crop top. It kind of just worked. I don't know.
Yo, he's a little kid, just geek.
No, I mean, I was a geek, but I'm like, all right, Vicky, she got going on. Everybody, you would think your babysitter's hot when you're a kid. There's worse celebrity crushes. There's worse ones.
I ain't gonna judge you on that one. You got it. I ain't gonna judge you.
Vicky was bad, bro. Sue me. I'm standing by it.
That is crazy. Yeah.
You got any questions for me? I know you came prepared.
I didn't come prepared. Hold on. Let me think of something real quick. Yeah, I want to know, like, what do you be coming up with this content? Like, how do you come up with this type of stuff? I be seeing some creative stuff you be putting out.
Dude, during like NFL season, the videos kind of write themselves because there's so many storylines. But in the off season, nothing's really going on. So I'm just thinking, how can I make something that I think is funny? Hopefully, other people are gonna enjoy and just kind of create some bullshit. Yeah, it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, what, can I make someone laugh with like ridiculous video? And then there's a guy like Carl Anthony Towns, and he's trending and he can make fun of it pretty easy.
Yeah.
After all that.
No, I feel that. After all that, he be going crazy though. He be balling though. You can't knock that from him. But.
No, he's a bucket, bro. I respect Cat, but when he doesn't play like a big man, it pisses me off.
Yeah, big guard. Yeah,
big back.
Yeah, big back. And now that is pretty crazy. Cause I ran into some of your content. Like I'm trying to remember which one I saw.
Yeah, dude, I was doing have you seen those not breathing videos that I've done?
Yeah, that's one I just saw too. Who did you have? Jameer Gibbs.
Dude, TikTok, they got rid of that video because they said it's a dangerous act or challenge, and they took it off TikTok.
Is that real? Like, are you holding your breath that long, bro?
Yeah, swear.
Like for real?
I got a chip clip on it. Yeah.
How long was that? Like a minute or so, something like that.
Minute 10.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't do it.
I can hold my breath longer. That's been a positive.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I ain't gonna lie. I would have gave up after like 20 seconds, bro.
Man, so what's your favorite part about being in college, like the college experience?
Honestly, it just meets so many new people. Just going around, walking on campus, and just meeting new people, seeing new faces each and every day, and just having the relationships with people I do. It's gonna take you a long way, and just that's really it right there. Just walking around, meeting new friends, and all of that. It's really my favorite part about it.
Do you guys have class checkers from the team that go to your classes and make sure you're going?
It just depends. Like, if you got a high enough grade point average, like if you don't, yeah, you got a class checker. Because
they have me doing that. I worked at Texas as like a recruiting intern. They had me doing it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna snitch if they're not there. Like why would I do that?
No, I feel that.
Just make everybody hate me. I'm like, come on. There was a guy, Keandre Coburn. He's on the Titans now, bro. But he's probably 300 pounds. He's got to be at least 300 pounds. And there was one class that we had, bro. I walked in one time. I swear he was just asleep on the floor before it even started.
Asleep in class on the floor?
Yeah, well, before the class started, he was just laying down in the hallway. I don't know. He probably had a tough practice or something.
Yeah, that's crazy. Practice do be killing you. Right after practice, got to go to class. Man,
I think that's all I got. I really appreciate you hopping on. I'm a big fan of your game, and hopefully I can get down to Dallas one of these days and check out a game.
Got to catch one for sure.
For sure, I'll be yelling in the crowd. Me and Auntie was gonna be going crazy in the crowd. Yeah. Kevin.
Yeah, for real. You'll see how it is. It's crazy. They're probably the loudest ones in the stadium for real.
Love that, man. Kevin Jennings, thank you so much for hopping on. Make sure you guys watch SMU football. Go follow Kevin on Instagram. Appreciate you, man.
Let's get it. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you.